Okay, our next film is Pulse from 2001, directed by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, starring Kamiko Aso, Hurihiko Kato, and Koyuki. I think you're up first on this one, Simon.
Wow, Doug, where do you find these films? Like, is there like these are I'm gonna find some strange films that Simon has never heard of, and I know he's never seen them. So we're just gonna put him out there and see what he thinks. Is that what goes through your brain?
Sometimes I'm a pretty big fan of this director. Uh, I had seen the American remake of this movie long before I saw this original version. And I don't know how you felt about this movie, but I will say this blows away the American remake. The American remake is awful. This movie I loved, but I'm dying to hear what you think of
Okay,
it.
I'm going to get there. I'm gonna say I like the shooting style in this film a lot. I thought it was very well
Mhm.
shot. I like the characters. I just found it a little slow for me. If you know how I hate slow movies that are way too slow.
Yes,
And
yes.
that was my biggest problem with this. It was just too slow for me. I think
Okay,
it told a good story. I think it finished nicely. I just wasn't interested enough. It was not holding my attention, is my problem. I'm like,
okay.
I need this to move faster for me or do something. But that's my kind of filmmaking, the one I like to
Mhm.
watch. I'm not
Okay.
saying there's anything wrong, but people would argue I don't. But one of the movies that's coming up on our top 10 list next week is a very slow moving film, which I love. So I don't know. This
Okay.
one didn't speak to me. I love the acting. I like the concept. I just would have had more going on.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. For me, I will say I think this is one of the best slow burn horror movies. It starts off, like you said, it starts off slow, it starts off small, but
Yeah.
then by the end, it's pretty much post apocalypse at the end of this
Yes.
movie,
Yes,
where
it
the
is.
ghosts have like taken over the world. I love that. This movie, it's known for one of the shots it's known for is the person who commits suicide off of the silo, because it's all done in one shot. The person, you see them at the top, you see him fall off and hit the ground. That's not the shot that sticks with me in this movie.
Really?
What really gets to me and it creeps me out is the ghost woman slowly walking towards the camera. The guy goes to hide and hides behind the bed, and then the ghost woman peeks over the back of the couch, or maybe it's a bed. I don't remember. Freaks me out. I think that is so well shot, so well done, so creepy, so scary. Yeah, I love this movie. I gave this a 4 out of 5. I mean,
Wow.
I love everything about it. The shots, the cinematography, the pacing. I know you thought it was slow. I love the slow burn
Good.
because it does start slow, but then gets huge by the end. Um, yeah, it's a ghost movie that actually scares me. Ghosts, for
Cool.
some reason, don't scare me. This one does.
Oh, Doug, I have good news. My daughter just brought me the stuff I forgot to start the show with.
Okay,
So today we're going to test out Coca-Cola's Holiday Creamy Vanilla, zero sugar.
go for it.
So this is what I asked you to find. You couldn't find it. Flukiest thing, I went to a party and somebody had one and gave it to me.
Nice.
So here we go.
Well, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you.
It's okay.
Okay.
And today's chips options for our video people available on YouTube, extra features YouTube, we're going to try out Lay's Italian red meat flavor.
Italian red meat. So I'm assuming it'll be like a marinara sauce or something. I
I
expect it to
have,
probably taste like barbecue chips.
which I don't like.
Well, let's see what you think of these.
Not really getting a flavor.
Okay. Maybe you
I'm
killed
not
your taste
sure if I
buds.
hate them or not.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tastes a little barbecue, but not terrible.
Okay,
Oh, not bad. Not as good as the steak chips, but not bad.
fair.
Oh, these came from Basco. My daughter picked them up at our Chinese store near my house. So, well, it's
Okay.
not really near my house, but it's where I like to go to find weird stuff if nobody sends me anything. What's our next film, Doug? Did I watch
N-
it? Maybe I did. I don't remember
Next
anymore.
next film is Spy Game from 2001, directed by Tony Scott, starring Robert Redford, Brad Pitt, and Catherine McCormick. Uh, my turn to go first here. This is one I watched because Robert Redford passed away recently. It's one I had never seen before, and a comic book writer that I follow, Tom King. He writes a lot for DC right
I know
now,
who Tom King is.
uh, but maybe the listeners don't.
True. He's
He used to be a CIA agent,
he
so
he claims.
and he said that Spy Game, one of the closest movies out there to actual spycraft.
Oh,
Um, Watching this, it was okay. It didn't have the bombast I come to expect from a Tony Scott film. With
true.
Tony Scott, I'm expecting fast cuts, fast pacing. That's not really on display here. This is really much more of a character study. We follow Robert Redford, his training of Brad Pitt, and then what he goes through to extract Brad Pitt from being captured behind enemy lines, essentially. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I think my favorite bits were towards the beginning when Redford was training Brad Pitt. I loved the thing about, do you know anybody who lives in that building? And Brad Pitt said, no. So Robert Redford is, okay, you have 5 minutes. I want to see you in on one of these balconies within the next 5 minutes. And then Brad Pitt does it because Brad Pitt's charming as hell. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this film for what it was, but it's not going to rank up there with my favorite Tony Scott films. I think I gave this 3 out of 5.
Wow, okay. So we're feeling very similar. I feel those vibes you're giving me.
Okay.
You know what my complaint's going to be. I love the beginning of the film. The beginning of the film when he's just trying to escape, perfect.
Yes.
Zach, I was
Mhm.
on board. But then again, we go to what I have problems with Redford films. Slow down. Let's slow it down. Like, oh my God, please don't slow this down anymore. I can have a nap. Anytime Brad Pitt is not on screen, I'm uninterested.
Okay.
I never, you know what I feel about Redford. I'm not a Redford fan. I've stated that numerous times. He does nothing
Mhm.
for me, and that's really my biggest problem with Redford. It's enjoyable. I get why people like this film or could like this film. It's just not a
Mhm.
film I would want to see. I don't like John le Carre films for exactly this reason. I find
Okay.
them
Okay.
too slow for me. And I had seen this before. When we started, I'm like, I've seen this before. So I had
Okay.
saw it when it came out, but we didn't have Letterboxd back then. I don't think we even had the internet in 2001, did we?
We had the internet back then, yes.
I didn't have iPhone, so I had nowhere to log my movies, so I couldn't
Okay.
remember if I had seen it or not. But I mean, I think Redford's a fine actor. It's just he's not for me. I think I can clearly state that now.
Okay, that's fair. I did forget about the one big like burst of action when they go to assassinate the guy in the Middle East and a truck drives down the road and drives into a building and explodes. That was kind of a punchy action scene from Tony Scott. But aside from that, I think there was one helicopter shot where Brad Pitt and Robert Redford are on the roof of a building, and the Tony Scott touch was to have it filmed from a helicopter circling around the top of the building while they're talking. Uh, not aside from those couple things, not a lot of Tony Scott flair in this one.
100% agree.
Fair. All right, so now we are on to our last movie, and it is also the last Gene Wilder Richard Pryor movie. They
Oh
only did
God.
4 together. This
Oh,
one is Stir Crazy,
oh,
directed by Sidney Poitier, starring Gene Wilder,
really?
Richard Pryor, Joe Beth
Sidney Poitier
Williams.
directed this?
So Sidney Poitier directed it.
Hmm.
Craig T. Nelson and Jonathan Banks is in this one as well.
He is.
I am gonna say this is my favorite of the Gene Wilder Richard Pryor collaborations.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
Not mine.
really. Okay,
Mine was the one with the train. See no evil, hear no evil.
okay, that's where Richard Pryor is blind and
Yes,
Gene Wilder's
that was my
that's the one
favorite
you like.
one.
Okay,
Yes, that was. Okay, I have a lot of problems with this film, and a ton of them.
okay,
I don't find it funny. I never laughed once.
okay,
I want to punch Jill Wilder in the face still to this day after watching all these films. I don't
okay.
find him a good actor in any way. You cannot convince me Gene Wilder is good. I
I
don't find him
disagree,
funny.
but okay,
I know people love him. I love Young Frankenstein, but that tells me Mel Brooks is a genius, not Gene Wilder.
okay.
The chemistry is there. I just don't think the laughs are there. I did like the rodeo stuff where they're trying to escape. I thought that was kind of amusing, but it took forever to get there. I thought the plot was again just so dumb
Okay.
to get them into. I'm like, oh my God, this is painful. I don't like Gene Wilder's voice in this. I find it grating. I think
Okay.
the Joe Beth Williams side plot is abominable.
Yeah, that goes nowhere, but
Like,
I agree with
what was
that.
the point of that? So, and really, I can't. I'm glad there's only four films you subject me with.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
guess if I get more Gene Wilder, you're getting more Mark Wahlberg. Is that the deal? There is
Okay,
no Mark
fair, fair.
Wahlberg. I'm telling you, I didn't even make you watch this year's Mark Wahlberg film. I left you alone.
Thank you. I
But
appreciate
I
that.
will watch more Gene Wilder. I have no problems. I just like bugging you.
Fair.
I just don't think these films are meant for me. I don't get them.
Okay.
I honestly wait. Is he in Blazing Saddles?
Gene Wilder is yes.
Yeah, which is a brilliant film. So I don't understand why he doesn't work here for me when he works in Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles.
And those are two. How about the producers? Did he work for you in the producers?
I've never seen the original. I've seen the remake,
Okay.
but I've never seen the original. And I'm told it's a genius thing. I'll love it.
Oh, it's amazing. But again, Mel Brooks. So,
So there's my argument. Mel
yeah.
Brooks is the genius that made Gene Wilder.
Okay.
Gene Wilder didn't make himself,
Okay. I could see where you're coming from. I personally, I like this movie.
which is
I
fine.
think I think what this had that the others didn't was that this movie started with the Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor characters already being friends, already knowing each other. So that way they already had the chemistry. I like that they went from New York to this small town where they're uh, in chicken costumes promoting a bank. I thought that was funny. I like that Gene Wilder could just naturally ride a bull. It this one had the humor that I felt was missing in the other movies. Uh, I like the we bad. It just worked for me, I guess, in the way that other ones didn't. Uh, is it great? No, I wouldn't put it up there with other comedy team classics. I wouldn't put it up there with the Marx Brothers, Abbott and Costello, anything like that. But I did really enjoy this one. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. I did find it funny. I liked the rodeo stuff. I wasn't expecting to. Uh, Craig T. Nelson as a hard ass uh, uh, jail guard. I enjoyed it. This one of the four I liked the most.
Okay. So in the future, are we having more Gene Wilder films, or that'll be a surprise to me if we do? And I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have it out right there.
No, I will hold on. The Gene Wilder films that I've watched on my own, I will keep off list. I've watched Sherlock Holmes's Smarter Brother. That's not the full title. I
Oh,
forget
that I
if
might
young.
watch. I love Sherlock Holmes stuff.
Yeah, I think it's called The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes' Smarter Brother. I think that's the full title. Uh, but Gene Wilder wrote it himself. It's not fantastic. I I personally think Gene Wilder needs to work off other people. I
Yeah.
think of the solo Gene Wilder stuff. I like the Frisco Kid. It's a western that has Harrison Ford as the number two in that movie, which I thought was fun.
Okay, good. Doug, since you always buy things, did you buy anything?
I did not. I have been trying to save money.
Good for you, Doug. I'm quite glad. So you haven't bought any like potato chips for me or anything exciting? No care
No,
packages?
I mean, I have a whiskey, but that's about it.
I have no whiskey tonight. If we're going to start drinking on the show, I will bring drinks, but
Okay.
I need to know ahead of time. But I keep liking to try out these weird things people give me. So I guess everybody, this is the beginning of the new year, so we should go over just a few tiny things. We do a review show, hopefully twice a month, but usually once every 3 weeks because we're
Yeah.
busy. We have YouTube. We have lots of interviews. And
Yes.
we have movies for the years, which will hopefully be coming once a month throughout the year. That's the plan.
Yes.
So, and if you'd like to send us an email, because nobody does, because they hate me, extrafeatures@gmail.com. And I promise you, I will read them on the air. No matter what you say about me, I will read it. I will guarantee
Yes.
that. So, thank you, everyone. And if they make it,
We will watch it and eventually get to reviewing it.
very true. Goodbye.
Good night, folks.